Hello everyone, here is Afaf. My channel is for your personal and business growth based on religious values. I am specialized in cognitive linguistics applied to holy books, religious texts. That means mainly Qur'an and the Bible. In this video, I will explain for you a verse from Quran. Someone asked me to explain it, and it's very important to know the meaning of it so that we can have the right concept of ourselves and how to deal with life. I read it first in Arabic, please. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. صدق الله مولانا العظيم. سورة البقرة الآية 28. البقرة 28. So in English, you were dead and he gave life to you. He means God. And he gave life to you. Then he gave you death. Then life again. And then unto him you return. This verse actually invokes the meaning of reincarnation. So how to understand this? How we were dead and how God gave us life first time, then death second time, then life again, then we'll return to Him, as He said. So what does it mean, this cycle of death, life, death, life? We can understand this through this schema, please. This schema is, your schema, the schema of your life, you know. We are body, we have body, we have body, we aren't a body. Sorry, we are soul actually. We have a body. We have a body. We have results in life, and our body is connected to our mind, and our mind is has two sides. Okay, two aspects. The first one is the ego. I mentioned it first. Why? Because it's the part that is visible, that is like reflecting the visible world. All our mind is invisible because our mind controls our brain. You know, our brain is visible, but our mind is invisible. But it reflects. The ego reflects our visible world, our conception of the visible world. Why? Because it's connected to our senses, you know, hear, smell, sight, taste. So our ego is both biological and cultural. The biological side is our conception or imagination of our bodies. It's connected with your concept of your body. And the social one is your social status, all your beliefs, social beliefs, your story, you know, your life story, etc. The second part is very important from our mind. It's our soul. You know, our soul was breathed into our body, into the physical world, in us from God. He says this in Qur'an and in the Bible. In Qur'an, فَإِذَا سَوَيْتُهُ وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي فَقَعُوا لَهُ سَاجِدِينَ in Arabic. It means in English, when I have breathed onto him from my soul, do fall prostrate onto him. So God breathed onto us in our bodies his soul. We have God's soul inside us, and this soul is eternal. It doesn't perish. Okay. So when he said in the verse, you were dead, what does it mean? It means that our initial point, our start was death. Huh? What does it mean? It means that we, in the initial point of existence, we didn't have neither ego nor body. Okay, we were pure soul. We were united with God. Pure happiness. What does it mean, pure soul? We were pure happiness, pure richness, pure peace, pure health and power and freedom and forgiveness. Everything. It was our existence was in God. We were gods, united with God. So here, this was our initial point. He says, you were dead and he gave life to you. What does it mean, he gave life to you? It means that God decided to experience the physical world through us. So he breathed into us, in our bodies, in the material world, his soul. And we were created. He gave life to you, then he gave you death. But this life is not eternal. Our ego goes, and our body as well goes. What remains is our soul. Our soul is eternal. So we die. He said then he gave you death. We die. Then life again. What does it mean, then life again? It means that our soul didn't die when our ego disappeared and our body disappeared. Our soul remained. Exists always. Our soul always exists. It's eternal. It's God's soul. And how God gave us life again? How? Because it took another form, physical form. Your life now, in this body that you have now, it's not your last life, nor it is your first one. You had lives before and you'll have other lives. So because the soul, your soul stays, always exists, and it takes another form, a form of another body, of another person. This is impersonal and this is personal. Okay, it will. So then life again. You'll have another life and another life and another death life. He didn't mention all the cycle, but it's metaphorical. It's to say that there are multiple lives, and then unto him you return. And final stage is like the first stage. Your soul, our soul, common soul. It's common soul. We are connected. Everyone. We are connected with God's soul inside us. Our common soul will return to God, and you will be a pure happiness, pure consciousness, pure power, pure peace, pure. This is heaven, and what is the lesson from all this? The lesson is that our soul, when it is incarnated several times in several lives, it carries with it our program, our spiritual program. Our spiritual program is what you think deeply in your soul, your deep feeling and way of thinking, habitual way of thinking that is very much deep in your soul. It's not here, you know. Our spiritual programming is here, and it controls 100% our results. Our results are not controlled by our consciousness, by our ego, but rather by our spiritual programming. And Qur'an mentioned the concept of spiritual programming by the word kasb in Arabic. It means your earnings, you know. And he said that we are very much related and imprisoned in our earnings. If they are positive, we'll have positive results. If negative, we'll have negative results, as God said in Quran. In your multiple lives, you'll carry the same spiritual programming. What does it mean? It means if your results in this actual life, that you are rich, for example, you are rich, happy, powerful, and peaceful and free. In the next life, you'll be the same, okay? Because your spiritual programming will stay the same. It doesn't change unless you change it, okay? So if our results now are we aren't very happy, sometimes sad, sometimes happy, you know, you got to be always happy. If you are sad, it means that you have negative results. If you are modest, not rich, modest, you know, it means that it's negative. It means that you have a negative spiritual programming coming from the ego. You know, sadness and modesty and lack of money and lack of peace and all these negative feelings come from the ego, not from our soul. Our original programming is that we it comes from God. It's positive, you know. We are happy. We are living with our soulmate. There is a program for love coming from God that Quran expressed very well through the concept of soulmate relationship. You have program of richness because God is rich, as it is said in Quran, and the program of peace. Islam is from salam, you know, from peace, and the program of freedom. God is free, you are free. These programs, positive programs, unfortunately, they are not strengthened in our actual modern society, you know. Why? Because we forgot them. We forgot them, and there are other programs, dominating ones, that came from the ego, and they are controlling our results. If we don't change them, they will be always present in our lives, you know, the second life, the third life. And if we don't change them, we risk not to be in heaven with God. Maybe we'll feel not in heaven in life, and will go, you know, will not be rewarded by God, will not be pure soul. Why? Because we chose the ego. So changing our spiritual programming is very urgent, very important, and our channel is dedicated to your personal and business growth based on religious values. And our objective is to help you change your spiritual programming. It's a religious duty. It's very important. If you change it, it will remain. The new one will remain. This you'll change, of course, automatically your results and maybe effortlessly, and you remain with the new program in the second life, the third life, the fourth life, and in eternity with God. Lastly, okay. Thank you so much. It was my explanation for the verse about reincarnation in Quran. And see you soon, inshallah. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.